Hello everyone, welcome back to sqaworld. Today in this tutorial, we are going to talk about the Selenium interview questions and answers to help you prepare for your next interview. Let's jump in. Automation testing uses automation tools to write and execute test cases. In automation testing, testers use the automation tools to write and execute the test cases. In automation testing, no manual involvement is required for executing an automated test suites. Testers prefer automation tools to write test script and test cases and then group into test suites. What are the advantages of automation testing? These are the advantages of automation testing. Automation testing support both functional and performance testing. You can perform the functional and performance testing by using automation. Automation testing support the execution of repeat test cases. It facilitates parallel execution. It improves accuracy because there are no chances of human errors. Automation testing saves time and money. Then some of the commonly used automation testing tools that are used for non-functional automation. Load runner, that is used for performance, load and stress testing. JMeter. JMeter is also used for performance, load and stress testing. Burp Suite. Burp Suite provided by Port Swigger. Burp Suite is used for security and penetration testing. Same Acantix that is used for security and penetration testing. What are the different components of Selenium? These are the components of Selenium. Selenium Integrated Development Environment ID, Selenium Remote Control, WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. List out the names of programming languages, browsers, and operating systems that are supported by Selenium. These are the languages that support the Selenium, C#, Java, Python, operating systems, Android, iOS, Windows, Linux, Mac, and the supported browsers, Google Chrome, Mozilla, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Edge, Opera, Safari. What do you mean by assertion in Selenium? Assertions is used to validate the test cases. It verifies that the state of the application conforms what is expected. The types of assertions are assert, verify, and wait for. Assertions is used to validate the test cases. For example, you want to verify the text in the login page, then you can use the assert to verify this text. What are the different ways of locating a web element in Selenium? These are the locators that are used in Selenium: ID, class name, tag name, link text, partial link text, XPath, CSS selector. Link text and partial link text that is used if you want to click on any link, then use these locators, link text and partial link text. Explain the difference between assert and verify commands. Assert commands check if the given condition is true or false. Assert command basically used for if you want to verify the condition whether it is true or false. While verify commands also checks if the given condition is true or false. In assert, if the test case failed or execution test condition is not met, then test execution will be stopped and nothing will be expected. But in verify commands, if any failure during verification would not stop the execution. It means if your test case failed, then other test cases will be executed because test execution is not stopped in verify commands. What do you mean by XPath? XPath is also defined as XML path. It is a language used to query XML document. It is an important approach to locate elements in Selenium. These are the two XPath, absolute and XPath. Explain absolute XPath and relative XPath. Absolute XPath enables user to mention the complete XPath location from the root HTML tag to the specific elements. In absolute XPath, you need to write the complete location like HTML body tag, index tag name, and then index. But in relative XPath is always recommended when you do not need a suitable ID or name attribute for the element you want to look at. In relative XPath, you just need to add the double slash and input and then ID and then enter the ID value. What are the different types of annotation which are used in Selenium? These are the annotations used in Selenium. Test and annotation that is used. Test is used to writing the test cases before, after ignore. Ignore is used if you want to skip any test case, then you can use the ignore. Before is used to execute the test case before the test annotation, and then before class and then after class. These are the annotations that is used in Selenium. What are the WebDriver supported mobile testing drivers? WebDriver support mobile testing drivers are Android driver, iPhone driver, Opera mobile driver. What are the popular languages supported by Selenium? Java, PHP, Python, C#. These are the languages that support in Selenium. What is the difference between find element and find elements? Find element, it is used to find the first element within the current page using the given locating mechanism. But find elements, it is used the given locating mechanism to find all the web elements with the current page. Finds elements is used to find all the web elements in the current page. It returns a list of web elements. You can get the list of all web elements by using find elements. What is the weight and how many types of weights in Selenium? There are two types of weights in Selenium: implicit weight and explicit weight. Implicit weight applies to all elements in the script. Wait for a certain amount of time for elements to appear before throwing an error. Implicit weight is easier to implement but less flexible, while explicit weight applies to specific elements, waits until the certain condition is met or maximum time is reached. Explicit weight more flexible but requires more code to implement. These are the weights used in Selenium. What is the main disadvantages of implicit weight? The main disadvantage of implicit weight is that slow down test performance. If you use the implicit weight, then your test execution will be slow. How can we launch different browsers in Selenium WebDriver? We can locate an instance of a driver of that particular browser. WebDriver driver is equal to Neo Firefox. That you can initialize the WebDriver for Chrome WebDriver, and then variable name driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Write a code step to perform right click and element in WebDriver. Context click is used in Selenium for right click. If you want to right click on any button or any field, then first you need to define the action class and then locate the element by ID. You can use different locators to locate the element by ID, name, XPath, absolute, and relative XPath. These are the locators you can use to locate element. Then use the variable name, action, and context click. Context click is used to right click an element in WebDriver. Write a code snip to perform mouse hover in WebDriver. Action class is used to hover on a specific element. First, initialize the action class and then locate the element by ID or name. Then use move to element. Move to element is used to hover on specific element and then use perform. How do you perform drag and drop operation in WebDriver? You can drag and drop. First, locate the element of source and then locate the second element where you want to drag, drop. Then use the action class and then move to use click and hold. Click and hold and then use the first source variable name and then use move to element destination and then perform the drag and drop. You can easily perform the drag and drop by using action class. How to refresh a web page in WebDriver? Driver.navigate.refresh, that is used to refresh the page. Write a code snip to navigate back and forward in browser history. Driver.navigate.forward, that is used for next page. If you want to go to the next page, then use driver.navigate.forward. And driver.navigate.back, that is used if you want to go to the previous page. How to invoke an application in WebDriver? Driver.get and then use the URL inside the double quote. Like google.com, you can write any application of the URL here, driver.get. And other way, driver.navigate.to URL. Inside the double quote, enter the URL. You can open any application by using driver.get and then enter the URL of the application. How can we get a text of a web element? In Selenium, .getText is used for getting any text. First, locate any element and then take the string and variable and then use getText. You can easily get any text by using .getText. How to select value in a drop down? We use the driver. These are the class that is used for selecting any value. There are two ways for selecting any value. First, you can select the value. Select class is used for selecting any value. There are two ways for selecting value. First is select by value and then select by index. In select by value, you need to enter the text, but in select by index, here you need to enter the value of index. How to deal with the frame in WebDriver? These are the options that you can use for handling the iframe. Driver.switch to .frame and then enter the ID of the frame. And second option is locating iframe using tag name. The first you need to switch to frame and then use the tag name. What is page object model? This is very commonly questioned. What are its advantages? Page object model is design pattern for creating an object directory for web UI elements. Each web page is required to its page class. In page object model, you create the separate classes. The page class is responsible for finding the web elements in web pages and then perform operations on web elements. By using page object model, you can reuse the code and easy to manage the test cases. How to select value in a drop-down. This question I have already described in previous slide. How to capture a screenshot in WebDriver. First, you need to capture the screenshot file and then variable name src file. Take screenshot is used for capture the screenshot, and then you need to paste the screenshot in the desired location. First, take the screenshot and then save into the specific location. How to type text in a text box using Selenium. Web element username driver. First locate the element by ID, name. These are the locators that you can use for locating the element. And then use send keys. Send keys is used for enter the text in the field. How can you find if an element is displayed on the screen? Is displayed, is selected, is enabled. How to click on a hyperlink. There are two ways for clicking on the link text. First is link text. In link text, you need to enter the complete text of the link, like Google. In partial link text, you do not need to enter the complete text. This all for today video. I hope this question help you feel more prepared for your interview. If you find this helpful, please like, share and subscribe to sqaworld. Thanks for watching and good luck.